Former FBI agent Michael Grimm and former acting chief of the FBI's International Corruption Unit, McEachern. Great to have you both with us here, especially two retired FBI agents. Ren, I'm going to start with you, specifically because of your involvement in the International Corruption Unit of the FBI. Do you see things that could be fairly corrupt and that should warrant additional investigation in these materials that have just been released from the FBI?
Yeah, sure. You do need perspective, right? It's single source reporting, but when you combine that with the other information, we know the FBI had access to the laptop, Hunter Biden's laptop in 2019. Now we have this document that talks about numerous discussions outlining a bribery, and also importantly shows the quid pro quo element of the possible violation, in that the payment was made to basically stymie the investigation of Burisma there in Ukraine by getting rid of the prosecutor. Now you combine this along with the bank records that the committees are collecting, and then the testimony by the whistleblowers about their access to information. You're starting to see such a collection of evidence. It's going to be hard to understand why more was not done.
Yeah, Michael Grimm, I wanted to ask you, and just to the end, as far as how this document, this 1023, talked about why they paid Hunter Biden. According to this source, they hired Hunter Biden to protect us through his dad from all kinds of problems. Now, I wanted to ask you, as a former FBI agent, how opinionated are these things? How are they corroborated by other information? It's like Ren was saying, this is a single source. But I just wanted to get your feel as an FBI agent. How much of it do you consider factual? How much perspective and opinion?
Well, it's all factual in the sense of it's what that informant is telling you, right? So it's factual in the sense that this person is saying that. Now you have to independently corroborate it to then say it's fact. But as far as this person said that I don't believe that the FBI agents in any way changed what he said or put their own opinion in it. That's not what FBI agents do. They pretty much take what the source is telling them and document it and memorialize it. So whether the source was telling the truth or not, that's up for investigation, and you need corroborating evidence. But let me be very clear here. At this point, there has been so much information coming forward. And when the FBI said that they didn't want to turn this over because it puts the source at risk and puts him in unnecessary harm, what are they saying? That the Bidens are going to come after him? I mean, we did this when I worked organized crime. We were worried about our sources because, yes, mobsters would actually go after witnesses, right? That's one of the things they did. But if the crime family here are the Bidens, is that what they're saying? That now they're unnecessarily risk because the Bidens are going to go after him? So I don't understand why they couldn't turn this over. There doesn't seem to be risk to the whistleblower, to the informant here. And I think this informant, the most key important, although it's single source, I want to add this. This informant has a very long history and track record with the FBI. So that tells me very, very credible evidence.
All right, Ren, final thoughts for you.
Yeah, I think it's really important that there should be a special counsel investigation at this point, because there's so much noise and seems to be something doesn't add up here. When you have so much evidence, when you look at it holistically, there should have been so many clear investigative steps done, a very mature investigation. In my time doing international corruption investigations, this has all the hallmarks of international corruption: moving money to subsidiaries and shell companies and payments to people to make things go away. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? And I think the American people can see that. And we really need to get to the bottom of this, because if you think what's at hand, we've got the President of the United States potentially implicated here.
Fair enough. Yeah, a lot of people would describe it also, there's a lot of smoke, and they're getting closer to the fire, possibly. Michael Grimm and Ren McEachern, thank you, gentlemen.